Welcome back to Fat Butcher Rips. I have got a couple of more Blackhawks Centennial tins. This is a Blackhawks loving channel. We're going to do more of them than probably most people would, but that's okay. We've got 15 packs, 9 cards in a pack. If you're ready, let's rip. Tin 1. If you could see it, there's one pack that's a little weird, so we're gonna set that one aside and see if that has something special. We're gonna go a little faster through this. I opened it one tin earlier just to see what we had and what we're working with, and love the cards, so we're gonna barrel on through. I'm not gonna really spend time on the base, mostly because my eyesight is garbage, and seeing those little names is not the easiest on the base. All right, we got Glenn Hall, Hall of Fame, Troy Murray, the award winners, and look at that. All right, so for non-Blackhawks fans, this is not a big one. This is a huge win for me. Really wanted to get some of these Capturing a Champion autos. Dave Boland, my guy, like it. Like that a ton. Huge part of, well, it actually says on the back, the 2010 and 2013 title team. So I could not ask for a better start. That is already miles better than when I got the first time around. If you didn't see it, I enjoyed the heck out of it, but I didn't get anything out of the ordinary. And that was really what I was after, something like that. So let's go. And our base, Larmer record holder, Chelly on the captains, Shaw, which we did talk about this in the other video. These are not numbered, but they do have a print run of 1926. So, in honor of the year that the franchise started, that's pretty cool. Brian Bickle holding the cup. Good stuff. All right, get through our base here. Marian Hossa, Hall of Famer. Dig that. Cool looking card. Chelly on the retired numbers. Blue, Denny Savard. Jeff Hackett stoppers. I remember him. So, the blues are numbered. We get one of these or one of the oranges per tin. I believe these are just 65, the lowered numbers, 27 out of 65. That's pretty great. And Denny Savard is a nice player to hit. Happy with that. And our base. Our guy Denny Savard again. Chelios. That's a good looking card. I can't lie. Bobby Hull on the yellow. I might have already gotten that. Darren Pang. We got the gold version, which was hard to tell because just this little stripe here is gold on that version. And a little bit of base. Esposito Hall of Famer. Esposito record holder. Nope, not Esposito again. But a nice Jeremy Roenick yellow Hall of Famer. And yeah, Patrick Kane on a memorable moments. You know it. That's a good looking card. And our inserts, and set our yellows aside a little bit. And we go to Terry Ruskowski as a captain. It's a rare one. Stan Mikita, award winner. Scott Darling is our yellow. And Christopher Stieg, Capturing a Champ from 2010 and 2015. And our base. Not bad. All right. Getting into our Bobby Hull. Nice award winners of Stan Mikita. And look at that. Whew. Antti Niemi is our Capturing a Champ with some base. Talk about a home run as a tin. Get the Capturing a Champ of Bolin and the JR for the auto. That is a pretty sweet tin. Those are two autos I have no problem accepting. I like Dougie Gilmore. Kyle Calder left a little something to be desired last time around. Man, not a lot left here. We've got a mem, maybe a couple of golden inserts left, but man, we've been knocking it out fast and furious. Here we go. Dirk Graham captains, Dirk Graham Award winners. Okay. Alexei Zhamnov on the yellow. Big Buff, Dustin Bufflin on our capturing a champion. Not bad. A big buff guy. And getting into Chelly on the award winners. This time all decked out on his tux. His other award winners, he was in his jersey. Bobby Hull. My guy, Duncan Keith on the yellow award winners. Like that. Korchinski, first rounder. I do like these cards. Korchinski, not so much. I do say that about Korchinski. I think he's actually played pretty decent in the AHL. But he's in the AHL, so come on. Ed Belfour, a Monty Captains, a nice Glenn Hall yellow. Dig that. Nolan Allen. In the last video, I did talk about who were the two names in this checklist that I was like, ugh. One was Korchinski, the other was Nolan Allen. I actually think Allen is going to be a really good defenseman. He'll be solid, but he got dealt to the Sharks recently, so not as enamored. All right. This should be our mem pack because there's not much base. So, Espo, Jonathan Taves, Kirby Doc. Look at that, a rookie materials? No, I'm thinking of Colton Doc, who's the rookie this year. Kirby, not so much a rookie. Andrew Shaw on the memorable moments and some base. Yeah, these are pretty standard, but they look nice. I wish there was a little bit of patchiness to them to get a little bit more of the Blackhawks colors, but hey, after the two autos that we picked up, pretty tough to complain too much. So now I'm really kind of, all right, you know what, I was going to save this one. I was like, it was upside down, it was turned, something awesome's in here. I don't think there's much left to be found, so let's just get into it. Nice Glenn Hall retired numbers. Patty Kane on the award winner. It's one of our gold inserts. Christopher Stieg. Memorable moments. Game-winning goal. All right, well, good for him. Seabrook and our base. So golds are nice. To a box or to a tin. And Michel Goulet. Patty Kane. Ooh, I do like this gold. Stan Mikita capturing a champ. This looks awesome in gold. There's no odds that could be set in Vegas for whether I'm going to try and build this subset in gold because that looks clean. Oof, like that. Alrighty. Got our man Duncan Keith on the award winners. Makita, a nice yellow Makita, holding a different record, apparently. Nice Brad Richards on the capturing a champ in 2015. Kind of forget that he's one of the cup guys. Last pack of this tin already, and it's been pretty outstanding. And we got a Keith Magnuson, retired numbers. The Makita award winners, Tony Esposito yellow, like that yellow. The Dominator, young Dominator, man. They had some real goalies, man. And base. All right, that is one tin in the books. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. We'll get into tin number two. Tin number two. And Ted Lindsay, Hall of Famer. Makita. And Jeff Hackett, yellow. Okay, that's one I haven't seen. And a Versteeg, memorable moments. Got our base. Nice award winners of Taves, Foligno, and our first yellow retired numbers that I've seen. I do like that. That looks pretty nice. All right. And Patrick Sharp capturing a champion. Would love this in a gold or in an auto. Both would be pretty awesome. And it looks like I've got some sort of interesting signature. I'm going to hang on to that. That looks like it'll probably be the coolest thing I've found so far. Bill Housley. Don't really understand it, but okay. Connor Bedard on the Calder Trophy. Dig that. Al Secord. It's a nice yellow. And Antti Niemi. Nice little stoppers. This looks like our mem card gonna find us here. Chris Chelios, Mulvey, and Seth Jones. Nice capturing a champion. Got the gold of that in the last tin. These are fine. These are largely just okay, the mems, but we'll take it. We'll take it. I like that it's not like two of these mems plus an auto. It's an auto plus one of these mems. So I guess I can't complain too much since they're doing right by us in that way. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, and another award winners. This one is Mr. Glenn Hall. Like that. Nice Makita Hall of Famers. That does pop in the yellow. Dig that. First rounders of Seabrook. Like that card quite a bit. Solid. All right. What do we got here? Roenick Hall of Famer. Good stuff. Hull. Alex Vlasic. Young guy. Not a lot of the young guys in this set, but I like Vlasic, so not bad on a yellow and a bowl end capturing a champion. And we got Corey Crawford, Bobby Hull, Dave Manson yellow, or Dave Manson rather yellow. Johnny Oduya capturing a champ. That's one you don't hear every day. Retired numbers of Denny Savard, Makita, nice yellow of Esposito, Chelly, and some base. And we got our Makita, Savard. Oh boy. All right, well, nickels and a base. So, just when I was giving them credit for, well, it's not like they give you two of these, they give you a couple of autos. They give me two of these. So, hopefully, the auto that I believe I have stashed is a pretty good one, because getting two of these is less than ideal. Alex Vlasic, good young player. I like him. I didn't need a red napkin, though. Well, that has made things a little bit more interesting. All right. Makita, nice captains of Makita and Tony Esposito. That's a nice little run. And a Taves first rounder. Really like that. I'm very happy with that Taves. Not a lot of Taves in this product, so really happy to see that. Let's see. Base, Patty Kane, Doug Wilson. Memorable moments of Patrick Kane. Look how young he looks. Drafted first overall. That's a cool one. Like that. And this is somehow the gold, because that little stripe in the middle makes it a gold. Not a lot to it, but there it is. All right. Sutter captains, Larmer award winners. Oh, nice. Yes, look at that. I was just talking about how much I love that first rounder, and they hooked me up with the gold version as well. That's a great looking card. Really love these first rounders in gold. Big win there. All right. Some base, got a retired Bobby Hull, Esposito record holder, and an Eddie Belfour, the eagle on the yellow. Good yellow. Getting some good parallel guys here, which is nice. All right. Captains of Magnuson, award winners of Keith. Big Buff, Dustin Bufflin is our blue. Blues are numbered to 65, I do believe. Yep, 40 of 65 is there. And a nice pair of blue cards out of these last two tins instead of the orange. So not too shabby. All right, so got something here. I don't know what it is. Oh, man, look at this guy. His high school portrait apparently was his Blackhawk captain photo. That's pretty cool. I'll be looking for that one in some parallels. That's pretty cool. All right, and we've got our base. Got Mr. Larmer record holder. We've got Eddie Belfour. Centennial combo. This is a duel. Stu Grimson and Secord. Numbered to 49. I like that combo card. That is really cool. I mean, these guys are, for Blackhawk fans, much bigger names than for people who are not. So it is what it is, but I love that card and it looks really awesome. Maybe if they would have made it red with the yellow red instead of green green yellow, but it's a quibble. That's pretty great. I did not expect to hit any duels. I guess we hit 2 patches, so or 2 jerseys, so they hooked us up with a little nicer looking auto. All right, that is 2 more tins in the books. I'm gonna pull the interesting stuff together real quick. We'll do a fast little recap, and we'll get on out. All right, 2 quick tin recaps. So we got a lot of these yellows. A lot of them are inserts. It looks like you get 9 instead of the 10 that you're supposed to, quote unquote, supposed to get. You get 9 per tin. I've got 18, and I've got a bunch of cool ones. Glenn Hall, Duncan Keith, Stan Mikita, Bobby Hull, Tony Esposito, Eddie Belfour. I mean, there's some really nice yellow parallels, so happy with that. 2 golds per tin, so we have 4, Antoniemi and Christopher Stieg, but I got 2 really, in my mind, really cool ones. Taves and Mikita, and the Capturing a Champion golds might be, I think, my favorite thing out of this product. Got 2 blues to 65 instead of the alternative, which are oranges to 125. So that's a win, and we got 2 nice ones. Dustin Byfuglien, looking young as can be, and Denny Savard, really good. We ended up getting an extra jersey card. We got Kirby Doc, Alex Vlasic, and Seth Jones, all just red napkins. I would have loved to have only gotten 2, but it did mean that we had better luck on our autos, and we got 3 really nice autos. Dave Boland, Capturing a Champions, those look outstanding. We got the Centennial Reds of Jeremy Roenick, and then the Centennial combos of Grimson and Secord, which I think looks really, really cool. So, all things considered, couldn't have asked for more. I don't know when I'm putting this up. I don't know if it's before or after OPG or what the deal is. I'm going to sprinkle some of these in just whenever I have an opening where I need to drop a video to keep people interested. So I hope you enjoyed it whenever this has come out. So thanks everybody. Please, if you get an opportunity, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.